This podcast is brought to you by our favourite beer, Albie Lager.
Clutzy, it's a sad time of year when footy finals wrap up, but it's got me very, very excited for a huge summer of cricket.
Yeah, mate, look, I cannot wait to sit back and just crack into a lot of Albie crisp tins. The middies throughout the day are going to keep me hydrated throughout summer. Look, maybe even on a Monday morning watching the NFL. Who knows if we're continuing a bender from the weekend.
Anything goes during the summer of sport, but geez, that first Albie tin out of the esky on the first ball of the first day of the first Ashes test is going to go down swimmingly. And if you'd like to get in the same boat as us and crack a few Albies this summer of cricket, make sure you head to your local Liquor Legends or any good bottle shop and grab yourself a block for a fantastic price.
Thanks for getting me bricked up. Albie Lager, for the love of the pub.
Bloody brilliant beers. Bloody brilliant beers. On the piss.
Hello and welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Better.
That's Clutz. I'm to ask about the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations you'd more than likely hear from the front bar at your local. And where are we today, Clutzy?
Mate, once again, we're at the Caxton Hotel having a fucking fantastic time.
We are having a fucking fantastic time. We are at the Caxton Hotel, the greatest pub in the world, and this is our On The Piss podcast where Clutzy and I sit down and talk shit for about an hour or so, and we're joined by the prodigal son. He's returned. Matthew Verbeck. How are you, mate?
Aye, not too bad, boys. Thank you for having me back.
Got the day off, mate?
Yeah, as usual. No, I am now employed, so we're off to a good
got a
start.
job.
I've got a job. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Where can the lovely people find you if they want one of the best pints in Brisbane?
Well, the best pints in Brisbane probably here, but if you want an average pint poured by a knobhead, you can come to Finnegan's Chin in Kapira, the absolute goat of all pubs. No, it's quite a little Irish, but it's nice, to be fair.
Yeah.
It just means there's money coming in now, so it means I can do more stupid stuff with you boys. So
Yeah,
can't
nice.
complain.
It's always good.
He said that to me. He said, I can't wait to do more dumb stuff with you. I said, I don't recall doing anything dumb ever, mate. So I think you've got the wrong bloke.
Yeah, I've never done anything dumb in my life.
I was actually on the phone to someone before, and they were like, geez, it must be a fun time to be up in Queensland. And I was like, yeah, how's our mate just moved here from the fucking UK? A Brisbane team basically hasn't lost a game of football across any code since you've been here, Matty.
Mate, ridiculous.
All I'm saying, Brisbane Raw, you boys are on for a winner this season.
Oh, God.
How was the experience watching the back end of the Broncos series as a POM in Australia?
As a gambling man, it was actually quite stressful. But no, it's been class because obviously first game was the Raiders game.
Yeah,
which was just insane from start to finish, going to that overtime and the stress of everything of that was brilliant. And then it didn't get any better going into the Penrith game, hearing all the final things and stuff like that from
the Caco too.
Yeah, at the Caco. First experience on a game day Caco here, which was brilliant. And then going into the Storm, which had the added, as they'd say, je ne sais quoi, because Clutzy was in his full Storm gear and we got to give him the middle finger and say, have that one, you bastard.
Yeah, fuck no, it was good times. It was good times.
Plenty happening.
Yeah, plenty happening indeed.
How are you, Josh?
Mate, I'm good. I had a pretty relatively chilled weekend.
So did I. Fuck, it was
Did
glorious.
fuck all. Went to the Gibson.
Yeah, great spot.
Yeah.
Oh, not a fan.
Dude, the staff there are fucking terrible.
Oh, really?
Some of the worst. I carried back 12 empty schooners that weren't even ours. Like maybe 4 of them were ours.
Just left them around.
Just left them around. Just got looked at. Carried back more stuff the next time I went up. Just got looked at. Every time they came to pick up an empty plate, they didn't pick up the empty plate.
Okay.
Like drop
Putting
off
him on
food.
blast.
Yeah, fucking
Worse than the Gold Coast Tavern?
Oh, dude, on par.
Okay.
Like there was no one with a smile, which is, dude, you're working in hospo. Just
Smile,
fucking
brother.
crack a smile, serve some piss, and if people are fuckwits, kick them out.
I haven't been there in a while, but it's not
Yeah,
sounding
dude,
great.
wasn't it? Was that was my first experience? And
Oh, really?
yeah,
Nice setup though, hey?
yeah, not bad.
Tell you now, you don't get that service in Finnegan's Chin.
Yeah,
mate,
I know.
so you're all right.
Well, you do kick people out.
What's a code word people can use if they see you at Finnegan's Chin so that you know they're a listener?
Gimp.
Just say, yeah, can I have a beer, please, fuckwit? And then you're like, you must listen to the podcast.
Fuckwit's probably the best one. I get called it a lot with you two.
It'd be pretty funny for your fellow staff members if someone just walked up to the bar and went, are you Matty? Like, yeah. Like, I always have a pint, fuckwit.
That's it. That's what we leave it.
That's it. But yeah, no, it put a real dampener on my Saturday, actually. I was really excited because I'd heard great things about it. There was some cheap schooners if you signed up.
Was it your
for
Xbox
membership.
Saturday? This Saturday just gone? When
Yeah, I
you were
didn't even. I played one game.
Oh, Clutzy told me, he's like, I'm just going to lock myself in my room and play Xbox all week.
Yeah, because I was staying at mum and dad's to look after the dog, and I also got kicked out because Caitlin had friends around that stayed over. Apparently, I've got a big divot in the
Not what I thought that was going.
in the mattress. One of her friends was staying there, and Caitlin sent me a Snapchat, and it's like, Lillian said, "I'm in your divot," and I was like, "Wow, it must sink a fuck
Keep it warm
ton
for
then." Yeah. Oh, it's always
Maybe you
warm.
should rotate the mat.
Both sides are fucked.
Okay.
Yeah, because I divot myself everywhere.
Yep.
Because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. The workbench. And geez, do I work hard. I've worked hard on
Short
both
burst,
sides. Yeah, short burst. Love that bed. Great mattress. Don't know what it is, but it's good.
You are top heavy though, so if you probably switch the mattress to the other side, you could even it
mate,
out.
I rotate that baby. Don't you worry. I'm not one to buy new mattresses often.
Yeah.
Piss so.
Dude, I bought Brandon, I bought a new pillow on the weekend.
Game changing.
Dude, like just a nice little treat without having to spend as much as a pillow mattress. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Really is game changing.
Back home, I got abused loads. Right?
That doesn't shock me.
It doesn't shock anyone, to be fair. But I bought one of those V-shaped pillows, so a pregnancy pillow. Mate, pregnancy pillows are game changing.
Yeah, dude.
For anyone who wants a decent night's sleep, a memory foam pregnancy pillow, promise you it'll be the best night's sleep you've ever had.
That's probably the closest you'll ever get to being involved in a pregnancy too.
It's the closest I get to spooning something at the moment.
Why are their eyes glued onto your pillow, Matty?
Dude, when I was still at Ashgrove,
Mind the hole.
when I was still at Ashgrove, I almost bought like a body pillow.
Yeah,
Because I usually grab a pillow and just
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I sleep on my stomach with the pillow like on between my chest and my face, and it's real weird when you're in. I was in David Jones trying pillows out, and I'm laying like face down, hugging this thing. Like I started off trying them out like laying on my back, but I'm like, this isn't how I lie. So how do I know if I'm gonna lie
That's
this or not?
so fun.
Also, you know what's shit? You can't return pillows. Well, at least at David Jones.
Yeah.
For like hygiene, which I kind of get, but like. Big commitment after lying face down on something for 5 seconds in the store to know if I'm going to like it or not.
Well, because I think usually you go to different layers of pillows.
Well, there's
soft, hard.
There's soft and firm, and then also different profiles, low, medium, and high. See, I went for the high profile but soft pillow, so it's quite thick but soft.
I'm
Yeah, I
a memory
like
foam man.
You would be.
Yeah, they're good. But yeah, I still remember when I went to get the body pillow, Caitlin's like, but won't you hug me at night? I was like, well, in summer, you don't want to touch me.
Yeah.
Also, when you're not here, which isn't an issue now,
I feel lonely.
I fucking grab the pillows and basically I'm like a little chihuahua on a stuffed teddy. I just
No one
move back and forward.
ever described you as a chihuahua.
Oh, well, when they talk about his cock, maybe.
Right, I'm a golden retriever. I'm a golden retriever.
They look like a British bulldog.
Pug.
I'm actually a staffy. I'm more like the dogs that I have at home, at mum and dad's, and
Superman.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Fuck, we missed something. We went down the coast on Friday, actually.
We did.
Quick trip to see Happy Alan
Happy
the day
30th.
before his 30th. Surprised him with 30 longies for 30 years. That was lovely. He had probably the most expensive breakfast I've heard of at all time.
Incredible. $280.
$280. He had 7 Coronas by midday. Went down there just for breakfast. So good on him. On the way down though, Darcy, I already had this in my notes, but it really drove home. Darcy drove us down and we got cut off quite aggressively by a driver in a particular type of car.
Yep.
Now, I want to go ahead and say that these people are the worst on the road. First of all, I've had this theory for a long time that the pricier the car, the shitter the driver. Which I think does work quite like people in Mercs and shit like that are fucking terrible drivers. And if you drive a Merc, fuck off.
Matty must be a fucking Formula One driver because he doesn't even have a car.
Well, we used to say back home, there used to be like a running joke, which was, what's the difference between a Mercedes driver and a hedgehog? And you'd say, oh, Mercedes driver, the pricks are on the inside.
Yeah. I kind of want a Mercedes, so this is hurting my soul.
Yeah, but this is what I'm just saying, like, from my experience, Audis, Mercs, all that, they're terrible drivers. They don't give a fuck. They're like, I'm in an expensive car, so I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Really annoys me. But I think out of all of them, Tesla drivers
Patrick Nicholson
are now the biggest fucking shit stains on the roads.
It's because they don't drive the car, do they? They just sort of stick it
the
in
car drives you.
and
It's
let
like
it-
half the time they're trying to figure out if the fucking thing's on. Mate, you're moving.
that one
Like
that nearly got us on Friday was
But
crazy.
dude, I got cut off earlier in the week by another Tesla driver, and it just always happens. They're so clueless.
also quiet. You can't
Yeah, they're
hear them
quiet.
coming.
You can't hear them, but they just don't know what they're doing. And the ones that are Uber drivers in particular,
We got heaps of them in the States.
oh
Yeah.
mate, but they shit me to tears. Like, just fucking drive. Read your maps and follow the fucking map. If it tells you to turn left, don't be fucking 3 lanes over in the right. You dumb cunt.
Yeah, it's a fair
Mate,
point.
it's ridiculous. Like, the one that got us the other day was in the right-hand lane, sped right up, and then cut in front of us.
And then jammed the brakes on the
Yeah.
highway. Dangerous stuff.
and then went 4 lane. If you drive a Tesla, fucking go retake your P's test.
Random tangent, but were you in the Uber with me and Happy Allen on the way to Bind Bar last weekend when he was telling his jokes?
Yes.
Because I was too pissed to remember any of it, but fucking hell. I just remember him being every breath.
It was
Just
like
a new joke.
Yeah, it was like what 25-minute
Yeah.
taxi, and I don't think he did take a breath
No.
the entire time. It was
No.
just joke after joke,
And they were
after
all like
joke.
dad jokes. It was so fucking funny.
Terrible ones.
Oh, yeah. But they were.
And let me guess, you had a great ride because it wasn't in a fucking Tesla.
Could not tell you what car it was. I mean, if I open my app,
all
I
I could
probably
tell you, he was a Scottish driver.
Yeah.
And that is
I
not
just
all I
kept
could tell you.
apologising because I think Happy Allen called him Irish. I was like, he's Scottish, but whatever.
Bit of a difference.
Yeah. You know how we've covered off on this podcast how I won a hot tub?
Yeah.
It arrived yesterday.
Yeah.
The other thing I forgot to say I won, which I've currently been using, is Uber One. Got that 6 months for free
Good, eh?
from the same thing.
It actually
Yeah.
like reduces costs a lot.
Yeah, and you get
Dude,
free delivery on Uber Eats.
I went to have a look.
Winner.
Yeah.
Well, I went to have a look at the prizes I'd won, and one of them was like, "Oh, it's a percentage off, so you got to spend to get it off." I was like, "I just want to see what this is." I've got 2 of them, and it's like, "Oh, spend $1,000 on Webjet and get $100 off." Sick.
I've got $10 off Hi-Fi, whatever the
JB Hi-Fi.
There you go.
That's not that bad.
It's a good store, yeah. You
Okay.
buy anything like
but it's just
electrical,
like
basically.
I don't like
Yeah, $1,000 is a lot to spend on Webjet
Expedia.
just to save.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
fucking get 9%
Tell you what,
off
I've got that's
Expedia.
good 3 small Sundays, which I'll be making my way through.
I have a
Yeah,
shit
but-
ton of bacon and McMuffins.
Yeah, so the annoying thing with that though is you can only use one
One
at
at a time.
So
Yeah.
you've got to order it, go and sit, or then order another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then order another one. But you can't order the next one until the first one's arrived. It's a pain in the arse. But you know what? I'll commit to it. I'll if I have to.
Someone's got to do it, don't they?
It's good fun. Fellas, a couple of good things have actually come across my desk this week. The Redcliffe Bayside Herald. Now, I can't access the article, but it's
Paywall.
just
Who's
got,
paying to read the Redcliffe Bayside Herald?
I think because
honestly?
it's linked to the Courier Mail as well, but it happened in that area.
Yep.
So it just says agent accused of undie sniffing in affluent clients' homes gets bail. And then the description, an alleged underwear sniffing Brisbane real estate agent accused of entering the homes of clients and sniffing their personal belongings and masturbating has been granted bail. The best part about this is look how happy he is about it. Like, this dude is so fucking
You know
stoked.
what's fucked? Obviously, that's so fucked to be doing, but it's all alleged. Like, imagine if that didn't happen and you've just been branded as that. That would be my worst nightmare.
I'd also like to say that's probably not the photo they've taken as he's been caught.
Nah, that's not his.
That's probably
that's on LinkedIn.
That's probably his LinkedIn.
Oh yeah,
profile
but no,
picture.
but what I mean is that like that's how happy he is about sniffing undies.
I reckon
Like
we
that's
could-
probably taken post nut.
We should start a rumor that Maddie's an undie sniffer. I reckon.
You don't have
Because
to
you can't
start the
deny
rumour.
it.
Rumors are false, mate.
The
Yeah.
problem is whatever rumor we start, he'll just run with.
Yeah, exactly.
He won't give a fuck.
Nah,
but
what the fuck?
can you imagine like
Imagine if that's the reason Maddie's visa doesn't get accepted. Oh, good news. The Finnegan's didn't want to sponsor you to stay in the country, but we have on file here that you're an underwear sniffer.
what it did make
Alleged.
me think
Trust
of
me, that's a
was
joke, man.
Alleged.
imagine though, like you've had this guy selling your house,
Oh,
but he hasn't sniffed your underwear. Like, you see this come out. What do you think of yourself then?
Is it better or worse?
Why isn't he sniffing my undies?
If he's known as a sniffer, is it better or worse that he sniffed yours?
Like, are you too pungent or not pungent enough?
Because imagine if he got a fucking dirty pair of yours, mate.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be a tough way to go out.
Fucking sell him for $500, mate.
How did he die? Doing what he did love most.
Yeah.
Sniffing undies.
It'd be like the cat that I used to have that put its head in Dad's boot and pass out from the steam.
Does he have a...
I spoke about this on the pod like 2 weeks ago.
I do not remember that.
Oh, yeah. One of the cats that we had, just to refresh your memory, when Dad used to come home, take off the fucking steel cap boots, Bailey used to come up and put his head inside the boot and then just like lose all control and just
pass out
with his head inside.
That must be the most normal name pet your family's ever had too, Bailey.
What about Coco? Gabby?
Yeah, Gabby.
Gabby's normal.
Yeah,
Gabby was a dog.
like a person's name though.
Yeah. Bailey's a person's name as well.
Yeah, I know, but
I know what you mean.
Yeah, more of a dog. Like not more of a dog. It could be.
If anyone is named Bailey, I do not support the standpoint of these two boys. Your name is a human name.
I think it's a human name, but it's also more acceptable as a dog name than Gabby. Not 100%. Not more acceptable is not the right word, but you know what I mean.
I'm trying to think, what animals
I know
have
someone
I
who's
had?
got a black Labrador back home and it's called Deborah.
Yeah,
and I just think that's
fucked.
It's just wrong.
That is wrong.
Pretty funny though.
What do we have? Gumma, Gabby, Cinder.
Gumma.
What
was that? A cat?
That was Dad's labby that he had.
Gumma. Where's that come from?
No idea.
Sure.
He was a black lab. He I don't know. Dad tried to kill that dog, I reckon, by accident. I remember dude. He got like lead poisoning because Dad used to make his own. He still does, but he's got all this lead and he makes his own sinkers and shit for fishing. Yeah. And apparently he had like a lead-based casting net, and the dog chewed on it and got lead poisoning. But then they went to like the UQ vet or something. He got fixed up. I remember being 6 years old, standing on the back deck, watching Dad reverse his old Holden 1-tonner and just run straight over the dog. And then Gumma just crawled out from underneath and was sweet. I was like, "What are you doing, Michael?" Like, you couldn't fucking kill the dog.
That is crazy. How old were you?
I was 6 watching that.
That's traumatic.
Yeah.
Explains a lot.
Dude, yeah, I was 6. We've had some traumatic pet incidents in our home.
Yeah.
Then we had Cinder, Superman.
Superman.
Oh, Superman.
Cats were Little Puss, Big Puss, Coco, Bailey, and Teddy Bear, Theodore, Mr. Bigglesworth. Theodore Bigglesworth.
That's his cat's name.
Mr. Bigglesworth. You know from Austin Powers? Yeah. Mr. Bigglesworth.
Actually, I had a dog named Felicity, named after Felicity Shagwell, also from Austin Powers. Swear to God, it was a staffy. I swear to God.
And she would have humped so hard.
Yeah, because we were fucking obsessed with Austin Powers.
What else did we have? We had a bird called Brewster. That was another traumatic death.
How did that go?
Woke up one morning, came out, and Brewster's head is through the bird cage, and he's just tongue out.
So he got stuck.
7 or 8.
That's a tough wake up.
Or I reckon he was just sick of fucking listening to me.
Did your mum make you go to school after that?
I don't think we did. No.
I remember our pet bird got taken by a magpie. I was devastated.
Fuck.
I didn't even see it either. But
we also had Ringo. Ringo flew away. He was a...
Jeez, you've had some pets.
Yeah, I know. Guinea pigs. Hermione. Well, no, we changed that to Fifi because Fifi. My sister couldn't pronounce Hermione. Then we had Ron and Ron the second, and then we had Wooly because he had woolly fur. Well, we had Ron the second because Ron got killed the morning after we got Ron. My sister let Coco in the cage. Yeah. Oh. We have had some pets.
Yeah. Random names too. No rhyme or reason by the sounds of it.
Cinder was because she was a black dog.
Yeah. That makes sense. Tell you what, Felicity, not an easy dog name when you're fucking chasing after it and shit.
Felicity?
Yeah.
Good.
Really good times.
Anyway, how good sniffing undies?
I don't know how we got on fucking pet names, but...
A little bit of a tangent.
Actually, sorry, speaking of pets and undies, this is a fucking hilarious story. We got a mate, used to date this chick, and I remember they were a kinky couple. They were never in the country at the same time.
Nothing wrong with that.
And no,
We don't shame you.
he said he'd come back from being overseas and she'd also been on exchange somewhere and they were back home seeing each other for the first time. Went round to her place. They're just randy as fuck.
Happens.
She was very excited to see him. Whipped all the kid off, thrown the kid on the ground.
Oh, no.
And they're doing the deed or whatever. The dog was in the room. It didn't really
What was that noise?
Did you just come to completion?
You sounded like a dog
I know
enjoying
we
himself
spoke
in
to
the
someone
corner.
who defended that sort of actions on the weekend, but it doesn't mean you can get into it. But anyway, the dog's in the room. They didn't fucking take any notice of it. And then they're lying post-coitus and the dog comes up and has the underwear over its head, but not in the traditional fashion. There'd been a bit of leakage at the front because she was so keen.
Yeah.
And the dog ate out the material on the underwear and had its head poking. It was like a little chihuahua or something. It had its head poking through the crotch.
Holy fuck, dude.
Insane.
That is.
I don't know if you know who the guy is. I'll tell you off camera, but like just to know who it is, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm trying
Have you
to
ever
think.
seen there's a famous video back in Britain of there's a dog called Fenton.
Yes. Fenton! Jesus Christ, Fenton. I remember seeing it on Ray William Johnson.
You just see all of the deer running out. It's like, Jesus Christ, Fenton.
Fenton, come back. Fenton. Fenton. One of the all-time videos. That was one of my first viral videos I saw on YouTube.
So good.
The podcast this week is brought to you by Better.
It's our favourite little punting app, Josh. They are huge supporters of this podcast, and we can't thank the legends of Better enough. Footy season may be over, but there's plenty left on the Better app, Josh.
Yes, there is. Look, we're coming into one of the great spring racing carnivals that we will ever see. Plenty of good horses going around. Will Via Sestino maintain its run?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Will Klutzy have a same-game multi on most NFL games?
Fucking oath. Yes, I will. And that will be through the Better app. Guys, the Better specials have been popping off recently. Make sure you jump on there on a Thursday or a Friday. Have a look what they got for the weekend. They've usually got some midweek ones as well, but some of those specials have been sensational. The odds are spectacular. You can't find those markets anywhere else. They are the greatest betting app. Get around them.
They are. We'll occasionally even have our own little market in there, so keep an eye out for that. But as Klutzy said, download the Better app today, get amongst it, and support the people who support this podcast.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Fellas, to continue the trend, I've found a lot of stuff this week. This is one of my favourite ones. This comes from Wasted, which I think is a version of Vice. In a bizarre episode from the 1990s, the beloved Australian children's show Bananas in Pyjamas collided with organised crime when the original B1 and B2 costumes were reportedly stolen by the Russian mafia during a promotional tour in Moscow. Actor Kenneth Radley, who played B1, recounted how ABC's head of marketing, Graham Graspy, received a ransom demand of 100,000 Australian dollars for the return of the outfits. ABC in Sydney countered with an offer of just 20,000 AUD, the cost of manufacturing new suits. Graspy initially set out to make the exchange, but concerned for his safety, ultimately backed out and returned to Australia. The original costumes were never recovered and remain the subject of a strange, lingering legend that they may still be stashed in a Russian gulag.
That's hectic.
How fucking funny. And the best thing, like, they've got a picture to accompany it.
They always use
of B1 and B2. The comments on that thread were hilarious. Someone was like, I've been waiting to see if this was a real show or if it was just a fever dream in my mind as a kid. I was like, Bananas in Pyjamas, like, people grew up on that shit.
Dude, this will give people an indication of how fucking plastered we were at the golf day. Do you remember when we discovered what balls we were using, you and I?
No.
Yes. We both hit and we're like going to find our balls. And I was like, what are you hitting? He's like, Bridgestone. I was like, oh, me too. And we get to his. I was like, are you B1? He's like, yeah, I'm B1. And I was like, oh, I'm B2. not at all funny.
Yeah,
But at the time,
we thought it was hilarious.
that'll give you a bit of insight into how the mind was working.
Yeah,
That
it was a lot of fun. But can you imagine I was trying, like, you know how
I was thinking 100 grand seemed like a lot. Like, surely it wouldn't cost that much to make them.
No,
20 grand still seems like a lot of money.
20 grand seems like way too much.
Just 2 sets of pajamas is quite a lot of fucking money in it. Really.
Can you imagine though, like right now, somewhere in Russia, there's like
Someone
some
cleaning
hectic
out of-
shit happening in the back of Russian mafia things, and like, could you imagine being like tortured by B1 and B2?
Yeah. Or
It'd
some
be a
Russian
feat, like,
dude cleaning out a wardrobe.
Someone like
a warehouse,
spikes
like,
you
what
or
the
gives
fuck
you a
is
bunch of
this?
shit to hallucinate.
Or there's just some Russian real estate agent in the back sniffing them. You never know what's
A dog's eating the crutch out of one of them.
Like, it'd be so terrible. Like, imagine getting like tortured or something like that, or like you've been spiked and you're there and you hear bananas in pajamas running down the stairs. And it'd be such a wig out. But yeah, the Russians. What an obscure thing to steal as well.
I think though it's just probably a right place, right time, right? Like surely they didn't go out looking for them, but you find the bananas and pajamas in costume. You're not just going to walk past that, are you?
No, what do you reckon from your childhood? I reckon that would be maybe the number one
Sesame
costume
Street.
that I'd want to get.
Sesame Street. For me.
Oh yeah. Who in particular?
Or Teletubbies. Or actually, I was a big Power Rangers kid too.
Power Rangers would be
Yeah.
the go.
We're pretty lucky when we all have kids and if they get into Sesame Street because we won't have to pay that much to get someone to dress up as Big Bird. We can just give fucking Matto a call. How good's that?
Very niche. Joke.
Very, very niche.
I don't
Our
think
mate
anyone
looks like
listens.
Big Bird.
Yeah. He's got a massive nose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like a huge dumper.
Yeah, big ass.
So for me, it'd be Barney.
Yeah, Barney be cool.
The big Barney outfit.
I used to love Teletubbies, and then a bit older, Power Rangers was my number one. Also, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I feel like you can't really get a costume for that
Thomas
because
the
they're
Tank
turtles.
Engine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fat
hell of a
cunt, the
costume
fat
to try
cunt,
and
the
get
fat
through the
cunt, the
front
fat
door,
controller.
Fat control, you cheeky prick.
Have you ever seen? I'm trying to think what
Get
it was.
that kind of top hat. I want Pingu.
Yeah, Pingu would be good. I don't know what show it was. It was like the sketch show or something, and it was like Thomas the Tank Engine, but if they had speech impediments, and it was one of the engines talking. They say something. He's like, "I'm looking for the fat cunt, the fat cunt, the fat cunt, the fat cunt, the fat controller."
So fucking good. The OG YouTube sketch videos are the best.
Some of the greats.
Are the best.
Something that I had come across my desk, Clutzy, which is not so good. A letter from Tim Mander, who people may know as one of the great rugby league NRL referees.
Yes.
Currently the Minister for Sport and Racing and the Minister for the Olympic and Paralympic Games, which not a bad fucking title to have. Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Very sick. This comes off the back of Alfie's Table getting a run in Parliament.
Yeah.
Which I also found interesting. This letter came through the day after we posted the clip about it. After waiting a couple of weeks to hear something, as soon as we post about it, they spring into action, which I thought was interesting.
Interesting.
Thank you for your email. This is to Mr. Neil, who I don't know who that is. I think Neil Laurie is the Clerk of Parliament. There you go. Thank you for the email of 23rd September 2025 regarding petition number blah, 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 concerning the petitioner's request to recognise Alfie's Table at the Caxton Hotel as a Queensland landmark. I note the views of the petitioners and commend their efforts to highlight the iconic moment in Queensland's rugby league history, the enthusiasm and support for rugby league and its cultural and historical significance to Queensland is commendable. Alan Alfie Langer is truly a legend of league. It was a great privilege to referee some of Alfie's games and witness his incredible talent and leadership on the field firsthand. The iconic moment referenced with Alfie standing on the table and rallying the crowd with his call for 6 more songs is a testament to his enduring charisma and the spirit of Queenslanders. Fucking oath it is.
And vodka Red Bulls.
The Department of Sport, Racing and Olympic and Paralympic Games does not have the jurisdiction to declare new landmarks or allocate space for such recognition. I refer the petitioners to the Brisbane City Council via link in his letter, which by the way is broken and goes nowhere, which is so fucking annoying, for more information about how they can nominate a place for protection. I'd like to thank the principal petitioner and all signatories for their advocacy on this matter. Yours sincerely, Tim Mander. So basically we've been barking up the wrong tree this whole time.
So basically we've been
led astray.
We've been led astray and we've been told to go back to where we first started.
Is that where I thought that
we
was?
started with council and they said, nah, it's a state government
It's a parliament thing. And now we're back.
I think, not being a political man, but from what I'm reading into it, is they're now saying there's a difference between the landmark and wanting a public holiday.
Yep.
So I feel like the
Good
state
observation.
is a public holiday, but
Yep.
like we want both.
Yeah.
Like if we get one, we have to get the
The
other.
other. Yeah.
And we're not going to fucking stop until someone actually...
Nah, we might have to kick Tim Mander's door down.
Tell you what, like politicians, what do they do? Like this
You
is...
could ask that about us, but it's quite clear that, you know.
Yeah, but we're actually working on this.
Yeah.
Like we've been campaigning on this hard. Like this should be a 24-hour thing.
It's been on 9 News, Triple M, this podcast,
Fucking
social
ABC
media.
with that.
Oh, yeah, ABC,
random
forgot about that.
Sheila.
Yep.
No idea what her name
don't know
is,
what more
but
we can do.
she has probably the toughest gig in Australia. Solo AM radio on drive home. I tell you what.
AM radio on the drive home. How does it? Oh, AM is in like not PM AM.
As
like
in, yeah, like
frequency.
not even, yeah, frequency AM. Talkback 1116. Or it might be 612.
Whatever. Why is it such bad quality AM radio? I'm sure it's got something to do with the
Probably
frequency.
the frequency, yeah.
But
But I
simply
tell you
make
what,
it better.
Satellites, mate. It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah.
It turned from, when I was on the phone to that lady, it turned from a conversation about Alfies to, I wish I had your job at a pub. And I was like,
Yeah.
you're literally on the radio. Like, be thankful.
It's not that much different, really.
It's really not
There's
that
just
different.
no pokies.
Yeah,
You
Radio
both,
station.
both chat shit, just one's got a little bit less beer in it.
100%. And I can say cunt.
Cunt.
Yeah, ridiculous. But mate, it's a little bit frustrating,
So we're at a loss, basically.
but I feel like, and this is what I mean, like when I say, what do they do? I feel like you get to a point where it's, they just try and beat you down because they can't be fucked actioning more things.
Just make it harder and harder and
Make it harder and harder.
Whatever happens, we will be putting up a fucking plaque and
Yes.
we will be hosting a party.
And this is
And Alfie
why-
will be there. I haven't even spoken to Alf about that, but
But
like
he will.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure he's there for when it happens.
Yes.
So wonder if he's going to England.
Oh, surely.
Yeah.
Surely he's part of Kevy's crew.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Speaking of doing things when people are there, so guys, there's been a Froth Olympics thing brought to you by the Frothy Avengers that
Yep.
has come to our attention. Unfortunately, Das and I will not be in attendance. Now, usually every year we try and put on like a date where we get all the listeners who are available to come along, have some beers at the Caco, have a nice time, have a bit of a Christmas party of sorts. It's been taken out of our hands for the second year running. So great to see that everyone's really keen, but we won't be there on the Froth Olympics date. We are actually looking to have our Christmas party frothy event when we do Alfie's table.
Yep.
So we have been working behind the set. Like that's put a bit of a setback for us. But we have been working to do that. So look, if you're keen, definitely go along to the Froth
Yeah, I was
Olympics
gonna say,
event.
good opportunity for guys to get together and have a beer.
That's it. But we will
yeah.
not be there. I'll be at Snooz's wedding, part of the groom's party, and Das has a big lunch booked in as well with some friends. So yeah, if people are going to come along to that and hoping to see us, if you're coming from out of town, we won't be there. So
Our apologies.
But we will be making a date for Alfie's table to have the party, and that will be our
Christmas
Frostmas.
party.
So
We're trying to line it up with the Triple M boys, Dobbo
Yeah.
and Elliot, to have it in conjunction with them.
Yeah.
However, they go on holidays pretty early, so we're running out of time. So we're trying to make it work. But stay tuned. Even if it can't work with them, we're just going to do it.
We're just gonna do it
ourselves
anyway,
and
yeah.
open the table up
and see if they still can rock up. but
Yeah.
they won't be working.
Yep.
But yeah, it'd be
so
good
stay
fun.
tuned for that.
Just just thought we'd put that little out there. If you are coming from out of town, you've seen all that. We won't be there.
But
So
definitely get around.
definitely
it if you
get
can.
around if you can make it. Das, another thing that I had, Matty, this is
Pardon?
hilarious. This came from Matty the Water Boy. So I haven't read all of this out to Das yet, but Matty texted me out of the blue the other day. And when Matty texts me out of the blue, I know he's had a scat thought. So Sunday, 5:03 p.m., which is even scatter. Bro, this is going to be the most random shit you've ever heard, but you were the main character in my dream last night. You were in Sydney and wanted to catch up, but I was at the gym, so I told you to come there. You arrived and I forgot which locker I put my shit in and was testing all the lockers. Then you just started blowing up saying, this is why you're the worst person ever, and just start sledging me. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Then for some reason you started bleeding out of your ears and said, this is your fault, Matty. Then I woke up and was very relieved it was just a dream.
And then the dog ate the crutch out of my undies.
I saw the real estate agent sat in the corner.
I was like, that is certainly
That's
one of the
scat.
scattest things I've ever
I
heard.
don't know if any of our listeners have had dreams about us. Hopefully non-horny ones. But
Yeah,
horny
non-horny
ones too. It'd still be funny.
Yeah, I don't mind if they're horny or non-horny ones.
Yeah, you can't help it.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm,
dream, mate.
I'm not here to kink shame.
Exactly, yeah.
But I just thought it was quite funny that we're also going to Sydney this week and
Yeah.
going to try
Could
and
make
have
that dream a
beers with
reality.
him. Yeah, could make that dream a reality.
I tell you what, won't be happening while we're in Sydney. You will not be going to the gym.
No, I'll probably go for a walk.
Yeah, we might get out.
Might
Get
go for a bit
active.
of a stroll.
Have you ever had a
Stretch
dream where
legs.
you wake up and you're like devastated that it's not real? I had a dream
Yeah,
that I won like
every-
50 grand on the pokies a couple
Every
weeks ago.
time I always have dreams about winning grand jackpots.
Yeah,
on
and
the
then you wake
pokies.
up in a genuine. I could have a fucking 99 sleep score and wake up having thought I won the jackpot.
Yeah.
And like, fuck my life.
Dude, I literally wake up and go, like, I've planned.
I've already
out-
spent that money.
I've already booked my tickets to Japan. I can't wait to tell Caitlin.
Wake up. Fuck,
Yeah.
Caitlin, we can't go to Japan. What are you talking about? Oh, that's right. It was a dream. Yeah.
it was a fever dream.
Fever dream.
No good, but yeah.
Does anyone have anything else before? I've got something to finish with, but anyone else got anything?
I'm all good.
Didn't think so, you fucking useless cunt.
I didn't realise I was going to have to bring something to the table.
No, you didn't.
Great
mate.
looks
You've
and
done
bit
enough.
of charm. but-
Yeah, that's it. Where's that? Sorry.
Speaking
Is
of
that- is
great
it in the
looks and a
room
bit
with
of
us?
charm, how have you been going in the scene with women? Is there a way you can tell your story from the other night without being incriminating?
I could probably tell my story from the other night. So my weekend was slightly less quiet and calm. I had a friend of mine who I knew from back home. He lives in Sydney now, and he had his books party. So it was my first
In
night
Brizzy.
out in Brizzy. It was my
Yeah.
first night out in the valley.
Shit all, eh?
To be fair,
I
it was-
know this story. This
it was
is good.
It was an odd one. We started off at the Ocky,
Yeah.
bit of darts and beers, and then we went to
Netherworld.
Neverworld, hell of a place in there, playing the NASCAR driving game, a few beers, and then just like any books party, you end up going to the Gentleman's Club. So we were in the Gentleman's Club,
We've heard this story before.
and we were. It's obviously compulsory to buy the booker a dance, so went to buy him a dance, and he stood up and he'd already sorted his own dance, so he buggered off. But I'd already bought a dance, so I ended up having the dance myself. And he started off, so the stripper was obviously chatting to me, and obviously I've been manifesting good looks, great charm. Women will start gravitating towards me, and sure enough, if you go in a place like that, they do. So
You just have to pay.
you just have to pay. So she comes over to me and she's like talking to me, and she goes, "Oh, so you're a manny lad." She was like, "I love a manny lad." I was like, "All right, here we go."
Which, for people who have no idea what that is,
That's from Manchester.
yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend was from Manchester, or was from the northwest." I was like, "Oh, really?" She was like, "Yeah, he's from Watford," which is like 6 hours away. So she had clearly no geographical knowledge of the UK. But I was like, "Oh, yeah, fair enough." She went, "Oh, my ex-boyfriend took me to Italy for my second date." I went, "The last second date I went on, I took a girl to Nando's." So we start doing the dance, and she's like, obviously sat on top of me doing the dance, and she goes, "You actually really remind me of your ex-boyfriend." And I was like, "Why, do you want another one?" Which I thought was quite a quick chat by my standards.
Low bar.
Bear in mind, she's trying to be all sexy. She's now laughing. So clearly didn't go as well as I think she thought it did. And she was like talking to me afterwards, and she goes off, and I won't say that part of the story, but we then. She comes back over to me, and I was like sat talking to the groom's brother, and we were talking about how obviously girls have a genuine connection here, and I was just met the love of my life, and she was going to marry her and all this sort of stuff, having a laugh.
Which happens at the gentleman's club.
Happens at the gentleman's club.
To some.
And as I look up, she's dancing on somebody else, which I thought was a heartbreaking moment. And she comes back over to me. And so again, obviously great looks, great charm. She's come to me a few times now. Nothing about money or anything, just great chat. And she comes over and she's like sat there in front of me, and I was like, I thought we had a genuine connection. Like, I've just seen you over there dancing with someone else. And this is when I thought, actually, fair play to her. She's done me. She then looked at me and she went, oh, well, you've not taken me to Nando's yet, have you? So I was like,
bang.
Yeah.
fuck, she's got me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how my relationship with women is going.
Anyway, what time are you going to Nando's Newmarket Thursday night again? It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Before we wrap up, I saw this. I can't even remember where. Maybe on TikTok or something. And I thought it could be a fun game for us to play, Josh, given the how highbrow our humour is on this podcast. Basically, it was like people listening to a fart compilation and seeing how long they could hold off from laughing for.
Oh, God.
So I thought that'd be
Not going to be long.
right up your alley. So I've queued up this one on YouTube. So should we, I guess I can do it. This one's called Funny Fart Fails Countdown, Explosive Flatulence.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just
I don't know if you want to watch
myself.
it too. Do you want to watch it as well? I'll make sure I include this.
That'll make me laugh even more.
Okay, ready? Hopefully this comes through.
Yeah.
Fail Army's top 50 farts countdown.
Haven't even finished the intro yet.
You say you go hit it one time,
It's a dude bench pressing.
God! Stop farting!
That's my missus.
My lord!
I was going to say, the intro was a lot funnier than...
They're not fast cutting enough. We'll have to post this in Frothy Zell if people want to watch it and have the chance themselves. But you didn't even, that was a minute 14, so you didn't get very far through.
Yeah,
but
the cat jumping, that's got me.
Clancy's got tears in his eyes. Thank you all for listening. Matty, thanks for joining us.
Anytime, boys, anytime.
Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind when we need. I want to hear the end of that Gentleman's Club story one day on the podcast too. So maybe once your visa clears.
Well, once I've got a more permanent, proper job, I can.
Once you get your name off the registries. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with Jack Cronin. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.